Hey guys, it's CarbonShadow here and welcome to my first ever episode of FIFA 14 Career Mode. I'm so excited about this one. I've been wanting to do this for ages and I finally got myself a capture card so we can finally progress with this awesome YouTube series. So, as you can see in the top left hand corner of my screen, I will be doing my career mode as Newcastle United. I've supported this team ever since I was born, so it was a no-brainer as to who I was going to pick. So in this first episode, we are going to be looking at transfers and sorting out the team. So, first off, let's sell the players we really don't need. Because, quite frankly, Alan Pardew has sort of messed up the team, and Pardew's out, CarbonShadow's in, and it's time for me to sort Newcastle out so we can actually win some silverware this season. So the first to go is Shola Amiobi. He's got to pop his clogs. He's got, well, not pop his clogs, but he's got to go and find his feet somewhere else, as he just can't be at the club anymore. And the next one to go is Papis Dembélé. He really needs to go because he's just not doing anything for us at the moment, and he really needs to go and find his feet. So Cisse on the transfer list. Next to go is Ryan Taylor. He just does nothing for the club, and I really think he can excel if he moves away. So we'll add him to the transfer list. The last one to go is Gabriel Obertan. He does not belong in the Premiership. He needs to leave. He just needs to be gone back down into the Championship because he does not belong there. And then we will put all the young'uns on loan quickly. And whilst I do that, I'm going to talk about the strike partnership because obviously Newcastle United have been lacking on goals this season, and we really need to consider our strike partnership because at the moment we have Remy and we have De Jong, and Remy's fantastic and keeping him next season will be rather hard. But De Jong hasn't shown any prowess yet. He hasn't shown the promise that he did at Borussia Mönchengladbach. So we need to see how he does, and then if he doesn't do well in the first half of the season, I will probably let him go in the January transfer window. But focusing on this transfer window, let's have a look at my shortlist of transfers. So first up is Micah Richards, right back from Manchester City. Would be a good replacement for Debuchy or Santon if one of them doesn't perform this season. Next, we need to fill that huge gap Cabaye has left because, as you all know, Yohan Cabaye has moved to Paris Saint-Germain. So he's gone and we need to replace him. So Moussa Dembélé is number one, or the first person I've picked out to sort of replace Cabaye's spot. He's got some good acceleration, he's got good ball control, good passing, but I don't think Tottenham are going to let him go for the $8.5 million he's worth. They'll probably look for about 14 million for him. So we may not get Dembélé because I think our transfer budget is around about £23 million. So we're going to have to work with that. Next is Januzaj, who's some great young talent, and I really do want to bring some young talent into the squad, maybe on loan, and nurture them into the squad. And I think Januzaj would be a great player to bring in, plays for Manchester United, and he's fantastic. Next, Jay Rodriguez. Again, if we need to edit that strike partnership in January, then Jay Rodriguez is a good player to bring in and play up front. He also plays in midfield, so he slots in very nicely in two different places, so you could also play him on the wing maybe. Next is Wilfried Zaha, great young talent, on loan at Cardiff at the moment, so we won't be able to get him until the next season. But he is a fantastic player, and I'm sure he will excel at Cardiff, so if we do want to add some finesse to the team next season, Zaha will be a great option. Next, Remy Cabella. He's been in the news with Newcastle and linked to Newcastle United in replacing Cabaye's spot. He will definitely be one I want to secure this season, and he is a great young talent and he's got so much potential. Next is Clement Grenier. Again, another great player who could replace Cabaye, but I don't think we'll be able to afford him because I think Olympique Lyon will want quite a bit of money for him. But we'll have to see how that goes. Next is Adam Lallana. If all else falls through, Adam Lallana is a great centre attacking mid to rely on. He's fantastic for Southampton, and I think he deserves to be in playing for Arsenal or Manchester United. He should be playing for such a bigger team, and Lallana is a fantastic player, so he was definitely a consideration for replacing Yohan Cabaye. Next, another young talent, Raheem Sterling. Now, I don't think I'll be able to get Sterling on loan because he's such a prolific player for Liverpool. Yet, I may try and buy him in the January transfer window. But for $5.5 million, at the age of 18, he's a fantastic player. And if you just look at those stats there, he really is just something else. But I don't think they're going to let him go for the $5.5 million. I think Liverpool will be looking for at least $12 million for Raheem Sterling. So Sterling probably isn't an option this transfer window, but maybe in the next one. Back Alley, if you haven't been watching all the other YouTubers, then you probably haven't heard of Back Alley. But if you have, then Back Alley is a fantastic young Belgian talent. He's fast, he's got great ability, and I think by the time he turns 25, he will be one of the best wingers in the world. So Back Alley, definitely one I want to buy and bring into the Newcastle squad this transfer window, and I think we can secure him for about $2.5 million. So that'll be good if he joins. Next, Ross McCormack. Most people may not have heard of this player because I don't follow the Championship, but if you follow the Championship, you all know that Ross McCormack plays for Leeds, and he was top goal scorer this season in the Championship, which means if De Jong does not perform and has to go in the January transfer window, Ross McCormack might be a great player to bring in to replace De Jong. So that is why Ross McCormack is on my list. And last but not least, we have Alexander Lacazette. He has been in the news quite a bit recently, linked to teams such as Liverpool, Arsenal, and Newcastle. So I really want to bring him in, but I don't think we'll be bringing him in this transfer period. He may come in January if De Jong doesn't perform. I think Lyon will let him go for about 14 million, 12 million, that sort of price range. So we don't have the money for him at the moment if we're going to bring in that key central midfielder who's going to replace Cabaye, but he's still definitely an option for the future. So that is my transfer shortlist. So let's put some transfers in. We can try putting in a bid for Moussa Dembele. I'm going to put in a bid for 12 million for him, but I honestly don't think Tottenham are going to let him go. So we'll put in that 12 million bid and we'll see what happens there. I definitely want Adnan Januzaj on loans, so we are going to bring him in from Manchester United. Bonus per goal 5%. Full season loan. Won't set a future fee because I want to see how he fits into the team before I even think about buying him, but definitely want to have this season. Cabella, we will inquire about. We'll inquire about Grenier as well. And then the last piece of business I'm going to do is put in a 2.5 million bid for Zakaria Bakali. So let's send that transfer offer over to PSV and see if they want to accept it. And that is the transfers done for now. So let's check our emails quickly actually before we move on. Important transfer market information, of course. Domestic Cup objective, round of 16 stage. Pretty sure we can do that. League objective, I think it's Europa League. Yeah, they want a Europa League spot. I think I can do that this season. Global Transfer Network, we're not too bothered about at the moment. And my scout introducing himself, we're not too bothered about that. So let's go and advance and see what offers come through for who. Remy Cabella, 14 million. Okay, I'm going to see if I can secure him for 10.5 million. Now, I know that's a bit of a cheeky offer, but if we can get him for 10.5, that would be impressive. Some impressive transfer market stuff done already. Grenier's okay, so Grenier's out the picture, 22.5 million. I just can't afford that, and I knew Lyon would probably be asking a lot for Grenier. So moving on. We've had a transfer offer for Adam Armstrong, good young talent, off to Sheffield Wednesday. That's fantastic. He can go on loan there. Hopefully get some first team action there. And our loan offer for Adnan Januzaj has been accepted, so Adnan Januzaj is going to be coming in this season, which is fantastic. So we'll have Januzaj in the team. Transfer offer for Moussa Dembele is unacceptable, and I'm not willing to dish out 14.5 million. So we'll have to see how that transfer offer for Cabella goes. That transfer offer for Bakali is accepted, so let's offer him a sporadic first team player. Let's give him a 5-year contract, 10% bonus per goal, and let's offer him the same wage and see if he accepts that contract. It looks like we haven't offered enough for Cabaye. They want 12.5 million. So maybe I can snab him for 11. Maybe I can snab him for 11 million. That might be good. And we have a transfer offer for Jonathan Mitchell going out on loan to Oxford United. That's perfect. So off he trots. And let's advance that calendar again. And see if we get any more offers in. Looks like Bayern want to bring in Luis Suarez, which is some interesting transfer news. Bakali has accepted our contract, so in he comes to the team, and he's going to be a great addition this season to the Newcastle squad. And we have that new signing. Alright, let's advance the calendar again and then check our emails. We have an email about international management, which we'll ignore. And we have a transfer offer for Freddie Woodman, another one of our youngsters, to Coventry City. Yep, off you go, son. Have a good time. Hope he gets some first team action. He's only 16 though, so the experience will be good for him. Real Madrid looking to buy Lewandowski, which is some more interesting news. I think all the big players are sort of scattering all over the place. A transfer offer for Czech Tiote, that's new, and I don't think I want to let him go, so I'm going to reject all offers for Tiote, because I like to play a 4-3-3 formation. It's either 4-3-3 attacking or 4-3-3 holding. Now, I will normally play Tiote in that centre defensive mid position, and I normally play holding when playing against a big team, so I have that extra sort of defense just to hold off the attack of the big teams, like when players like Sergio Aguero, Robin van Persie or Giroud or Eto'o are concerned. You really need that extra centre defensive mid, especially if you're playing as Newcastle, just to shore up your defence. So we've had an offer for Papist Embassy, say for 3.2 million. I think Malaga will be willing to pay 6.2 for him. So let's see if we can get 6.2 for Papist Embassy. So Malaga do have some money, so I think they might. No, okay, maybe they're not. Okay, so that was too much. Maybe next time we'll offer them for 5 million. And we have our first friendly coming up, and it is Udinese. So let's sort the squad out for this one. So let's sort the team out. I'm going to be playing a 4-3-3 attacking formation. So let's go and sort that out. 4-3-3 attack. So we're just going to have to mess some stuff around here. We're going to put Sissoko in that centre attacking mid position. Ben Arthur in that right wing position. Tiote won't be on the pitch. We'll swap Tiote for, I think, Januzaj. We'll get Tiote on for Marvo, because I don't think or Anita, because I'm not going to be playing Marvo or Anita. And then I think that's what we're going to play. No, yep. I'm happy with that. So we'll be playing that. In fact, I'm going to throw Dummett in, because I want to give Dummett some experience. So Dummett's going in. Yangren B was on the bench for Taylor. And we'll sim that, and we'll see what the result is there. Let's see how that goes. In fact, let's see if we can. We'll save De Jong for the season, and we'll actually give Bakali a few games. So let's actually play Bakali on that left wing position there and see how he does. Let's see how he fares. So we're up against Udinese, who of course have Di Natale, so this is going to be a big game for us. So let's see how this goes. Doesn't look like they're playing Di Natale. Di Natale's on the bench. Colaccini's picked up an injury, so at least we have Yango and Biru on the bench to shore up the defence there if Colaccini needs to come off. Januzaj scored! That is fantastic, and that is why you bring young talent into the team. Januzaj has already scored for Newcastle United, and we are 1-0 up against Udinese. Good result so far. Basta's been sent off. Santon has scored, and that's 2-0 against Udinese, and that is a fantastic result for Newcastle United against Udinese. Absolutely fantastic result, but Colaccini does have a bruised leg and will be out for about 3 days. I'm going to chase up that Cabaye offer, so we'll just go into our transfers, check our transfer negotiations and see what's happening with that. I thought I'd sent one out for Cabaye, but it doesn't look like I have. So let's send out a transfer offer for Cabaye. Where are we? Let's go to our emails. Let's find Cabaye. The transfer offer was accepted. I completely missed it. So let's offer him 45k, 5 years, important first team player, bonus per goal 5, and let's bring Cabaye in. I can't believe I missed such an important email. Ridiculous. Is there anything else I might have missed? No. So let's see if we can bring Cabaye in before our next game against Hannover 96. Contract offer declined. He wants to have a bigger role in the squad than I'm offering, so let's give him a crucial first team position, 5 years, and let's offer him the £45,000. And let's see if he accepts that before the Hanover game. If we can bring him in before the Hanover game, that would be fantastic. I've just had my league objective through, and doesn't look like Cabaye will be coming in yet. We've had an offer for Stephen Taylor, but Taylor is a great bench warmer, so I'm going to reject that for the moment. If he gets some offers in the January transfer window, we might look at letting him go. And our league objective, Europa League by the looks of things. So I definitely think I can achieve that. So let's sim this game. Am I going to switch up the team at all? I think I might chuck in Marvo for Sissoko. Let's play Sissoko there. Take Gouffron off and play Marvo in and see how that works out. And I think I'm going to play Haidara as well, but shore up that defense by adding Yanga and Biwa. Let's see how Colaccini's doing. He's okay. Januzaj doesn't need to rest. So they're all okay. That squad's okay to play. So let's sim that match and see how this result goes. This game I think will be a little harder than that Udinese game we played. So let's see how this goes. And Haidara scores in the first minute. I can't believe he's gone and scored, but Rudnevs has gone and equalised it for Hanover. A first minute goal from Haidara though. I was not expecting that from my left back. Ben Arthur's scored one. That is fantastic. Showing why he should be in the team and not leaving this transfer window. We're up 2-1 at the moment. This is a really good result so far. Ben Arthur scored again. Really proving why he wants to stay at Newcastle United. And that is fantastic. A 3-1 result against Hanover. Away from home. And that is a great friendly result. I mean, it's only a friendly. But that is a great result for the team. And Remy Cabaye has accepted the contract. So we have Cabaye in the team. And he's going to make a great addition to the team. And we have one more. We have one more game left, which is Chievo Verona. And let's just swap Marvo out for Cabaye and give him a pre-season game. Let's get Marvo in for Tiote because we're not actually playing a centre defensive mid position. So Tiote can sit in the reserves for the time being. For Obertan. And I think that's what we're going to play. Yep, so let's advance forward and make sure everyone's fit for the Chievo Verona game, and we will sim that. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, everyone is fit. Do I want to make any additions? I think I want to play Dummett again, so we will have Colaccini out. We'll rest out Colaccini, and we will put in Paul Dummett, and maybe. Do you think Januzaj? I think Januzaj will get subbed off anyway, so we'll let him start the game. So let's sim Chievo Verona and see what happens. Oh, and we've scored in the first 10 minutes. Loic Remy, what a fantastic start to the game. Cabaye picking up a yellow, not impressed, but Bakali scoring 2, and that is fantastic for him. 2 goals in the space of 5 minutes for Zakaria Bakali, and he's been subbed off for Marvo. And Marvo's gone and scored on that left wing, which is fantastic. And that 4-0 against Chievo Verona, that is a fantastic result for Newcastle United. And I think that is where I'm going to leave this first episode of my Newcastle United FIFA 14 career mode. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, And as always, guys, I've been CarbonShadow. You've been watching my FIFA 14 career mode. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a good one.